Okay, it looks like I'm live. It looks like I'm crooked. That's what it looks like. I'm crooked. Crooked, how do you like them apples? What is that? I can't tell if this is me. Okay, that's straight, so that's still crooked. Yeah, straight enough for government work, right? Hey, Janie, how you doing? Welcome to Friday Hanging in the Hollow. I'm just heading over to YouTube so that I can look at things the way everybody else is seeing them. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We will see what we will see. How are you, lovely lady? On the road or at home? Doobie. There I am. I need some water. Forgot to take my allergy pills today. And my eyeballs are itchy as can be. Rebecca's here. Rebecca's in the house. Hello, Krabby. How you doing? How's your Friday? I hope you're having a Friday. Okay. So I thought we'd start out with a little summer glue booking. Just a little something normal, right? In our summer glue book that I just love the cover of. So, ooh, 4 days off. Nice and relaxed. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. So let's see. What do we got? All right. How about we do something up front and with this? So we're gonna break out the gesso to start. We're gonna gesso this page because it's shiny. On your way home because the company changed your days off. Those poopy heads. Those not nice people. How dare they change your days off? So, of course, we're going to get gesso all over everything that doesn't need it, but that's how life is. This way, for a minute, we can set it aside while we look at other things. Because, I went to the Daiso yesterday with Els and her friend, who's come to stay for a while. And then I think I'm going to turn it this way even. Got to move the pot of gesso, though. This is just because the paper's so shiny. I want to make sure that we get good stick. I don't want to come in here if the image is peeling off. It's 1,000 more miles a week. Oh, well, boo on them. Gas is so freaking expensive. I hope you get reimbursed for all of it, not just part of it. Not that that makes driving an extra 1,000 miles a week okay, but it'd be a little something to make it seem less icky, So we're going to look at the Halloween glue books. I pulled out a bunch of stuff. You guys are going to choose some file folders for those of you that are doing the quote-unquote custom glue books, and some regular papers to go with the stuff we've already picked out, because I'm going to make them this weekend. That's what's going to happen. All right, I know you want to fold up, but we're not folding up. I know you will unfold again, but let's try and get you to dry as flat as possible. Meanwhile, I'm just gluing the heck out of everything on the side over here. Not gluing, but gessoing. Stay, Ubu. Sit, Ubu, sit. Well, it should be made this weekend, and then we'll put together a little goodie pack on Monday or Tuesday, and they will be in the mail next week. Because you got to because you got to make decisions and get things together for your, and we'll just wipe off the extra gesso right on this other page, because why the heck not, right? All right, I got to go wash this brush, guys. I will be right back. The dog is barking about something. Because that's what dogs do. Ew, gross. It's grandchildren, all of them. Perfect. We have a house guest and grandchildren. Color me thrilled. Okay, that was my bitchy moment. I'm sorry. Let me set this aside to dry, and we'll start looking at some images to use. Now, I know I just have that envelope of stuff in my hands. Is this the one? This is the one. Oh, hold on a second. I gotta go hide the remote in the other room. Okay, so images. What kind of collage? So we're going to take the words off the top and set those aside till the end. Sometimes I think we don't plan ahead well enough. All right, so I don't think I'm ready for coral yet. How about some ice cream? Let's do some ice cream. Maybe this will be our whimsical fun one, right? Let's see. She could almost be a mermaid, huh? Almost be a mermaid. I think we'll save these for sort of a mermaidy page. Let's start piling them together. If there are any more, even. Okay. I think I like the little kid with his cape. I still think that probably needs to go in the winter one. Let's see. That's a nice lake one, huh? Ice cream, not definitely for this page, right? That could almost be like an alien one. I think I saw in that Supernatural Places book that and I did take that apart. I just have to figure out where I put the pages. because we're going to do that for the glue books too. But I think that we may move that out of summer and into the creepy one. Oops, but we're not using it today because it's not silly fun. All right. That one goes this way. I don't know how I get them all turned around every time. It must be the way I put them away. Okay, there's a kid building a sandcastle. I think that's good for this collage. Okay. Okay, dolphins are playful. That's fun. Let's see. I know there's probably a pile near the end because isn't that always the way? Let's see. That's a little garden one. Okay, let's put that at the end because it's huge and it's always right in the middle. Okay, that guy's super happy and fun. I like that for our fun happy. We do have to limit the number of bigger pictures though. Okay, that's fun and bright. Those could be good because they're fun and bright. So does anybody have plans for the weekend? Chilling? Going out thrift shopping? Are you running errands? What's up this weekend for you guys? Okay. That should go with the coral pictures. Probably. They're on the bottom now. Should do some sorting at some point. Kind of group them in groups of things. Okay, they look happy and fun. Ooh, first birthday party. Woohoo! That's a milestone right there. Of course, that's the age where they're happier with the boxes the presents come in than the presents themselves, right? And all the wrapping paper and the bows and stuff. It's fun for them. It's a good age. They learn so much between 0 and 5. It's like an odyssey all unto itself, isn't it? Okay, that's a fun picture. I think I want this one for my personal journal. Let's flop that up there. Picnic, cars, boats. That might go in the winter one too. Okay, that's a happy, fun daytime picture, maybe. That's fun, but that doesn't really say the kind of rainbow. That's fun. Okay. That's a lot of white in pictures. We got to dull those out over. I don't think there are any little tiny super fun ones in here, but we should make sure. Okay. I think that's eventually going to go on a page by itself near the front. Barbecue battle of the summer. Okay. Barbecue and guy could go there. That kid could definitely go, right? He's having fun. They look like they're having fun. I think that's also going to wind up being a page all to itself. I have, tonight I have got to put in falling leaves. And then start pulling out. We're trying the eggplant reprisal, guys. I couldn't get the die together for the red rum. So, oh, these are the carnival pictures. Those might be a good fit for this. She's having, okay, these are all the, here's a bunch of the fun pictures. Cocktail. I'm not sure what they're playing jump rope with, or maybe it's just because the rope's in motion that it looks like that. Okay, we wanted them for the fun, shoes for the fun, summer bucket list. Okay. I forgot what I was saying now. Okay, those might go for the fun. Bunnies in a tent, fun. Okay, I think we found our fun pile. The pile of fun. Okay. I lost my train of thought. Oh, bringing out the eggplant. I couldn't get the colors together for the red rum, so I switched it up because I did have the colors for the It's not going to be exactly the same color because that was a fluke. I do want to remind everybody who's already had experience with the eggplant that we had last year. That could be fun. Those are fun. We may do 2 collages. We may have enough for 2 collages here and just go with it, right? Flamingos in flight. That's fun. Colorful balloon. Kid with a thing. We were like scoring here. A bike with balloons on it. Now that's fun. Tubing on the river. Always supposed to be fun. Is the whining already happening and they just got here? Oh my God, somebody's already crying. I hope they didn't hurt themselves. That would be bad to start off the weekend with somebody getting hurt. That's not bueno. Okay. That's a little bit fun. Flying a kite. All right. I think we've got enough maybe for 2 collages. So I am for now going to stick these back in the envelope because I was pulling apart stuff in my room today. I really wish people would tell me when the grandkids are coming because I would not have pulled all that stuff out to sort. I found the yearbooks for the creepy journals for the serial killer. I just feel like I planned poorly because I did not have information I needed. Okay, this is still a little wet, but I'm going to pull it over. And I'm going to move these out of the way. Yeah, I would have made different choices today. So I've got that going on in the garage. I need to make a shipping box section out in the garage. I need to sort through some things out in the garage. I have what I feel is going to be the second to the last round of Patreon stuff should be going out on Saturday or Monday at the latest. I had to push it back a day. Just the way things worked out yesterday based on us leaving the house. Really kind of the folding parts are still wet over here. But I think we could start gluing over here. I don't want to get out the heat gun. I just don't feel like it. So let's start with our very biggest images, right? I think I just want to put that right in the center. It's going to stick if I leave it there at the moment. Oh, look at that. Already doing a thing. I peeled it away. Okay, hold on. And I'm just going to apply the... I literally peeled away part of the paper right there. See? Being impatient. I'll just gesso over that one more time. And I'm going to... Maybe I just shouldn't be on live. So get lots to do in the garage, lots to do in the other room, which I may not have to bring in here because Shaylee's here too. And she doesn't like to, because now it's going to be the house guest and 3 kids in the living room. So I think I'm going to have to move stuff out of there, which puts more, which is why I wouldn't have done what I did. Okay, so where do we want that? I don't want to lay that down. Ooh, I think that might be the thing for right there. Or we could make it a little skinnier. Ooh, okay. We have choices. I don't want to make that really any skinnier other than maybe right here. That may be where we make that skinnier. Let's see. So how many big images did we pull up? Let's start with that. And then let's put small images over here off to the side. And we'll do medium images over here. Okay, that's kind of a big image. Medium. Got our fussy cuts. Stickers will go in the medium, I guess. Okay, that's kind of a big image. Yeah, I think we have enough for 2 pages. All right, I'm gonna have to get out the glue gun, I think. Not the glue gun. Oh my God, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I can find the heat gun. Oh, I know where it is. Here we go. All right. Bear with me. Remember, no noise canceling. I just want to get this dry so that nothing sticks to it again. No sticking before it's time. Oops, I got that a little too close. That paper, because it's this book paper, this shiny. So there's a lesson. Be careful with your heat tool on covers. It'll be okay because we're going to glue over both sides anyway. And I learned something. All right, so it's dry enough for us to lay stuff on top of it is where I was going with this. So let's trim the one side off this. Let's just make that a smidge shorter. So it goes like that. Okay, so which one do we like? Or do we want to cut some off this side and put it, let me fold this here and put it right here. I think that would be good, like right there. Yeah, so let's cut that down just a smidge. There's going to be a lot of shuffling, that's all I can say. Some shuffling around tonight. Okay. Think about right there. All right, I need a pad. Let's go with this one today, and maybe a little of that. Okay. So we're definitely going to use that image, so let's go ahead and get this ball rolling. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this one down. And I just had my hands on some regular glue. There it is. There we go. Let's pull it. All right. Here we go. And here we go. I need one of those glue sticks out of there too. So let's get a glue stick. For the corners, I always seem to have corner issues. And I have purple on my hand, so purple smudgies are just invariably going to get everywhere. All right. I think we always put the big image up at the top there, so let's maybe do it here instead. All right, here we go. All right, and away we go. Try and get a little bit close to the edge there. Okay, I think my corner round is right down here because that's a square corner on a round corner. There we go. All right, we've got our start. Now let's decide. Hi, Sabrina. How are you doing? Hope you are having a lovely Friday evening. Okay, I think that's going to be for the other page. I may have glued too soon, but we can always trim that too. Let's try that there. You could always trim a little bit off that side right there. Let's see. Maybe right about there. Well, glad to hear it. How's little man liking going back to school? See, happy to be back in. I know sometimes after the summer they're like, they'll say they don't want to, they're not excited, but you can tell they're a little bit excited to go back and see their friends. And kids like routine, even if they don't like school per se. Okay. I think we could trim a little bit off this side without losing anything too important. Oh, good. That's always good when they like their teacher. Awesome. That makes me happy to hear that he is having. So these two will save. We're going to do 2 collages tonight. So we're going to save these. Let's actually just slide them under here. We'll probably just flip over to the next page. So now let's look at some medium-sized images then, yeah? Let's see what we've got going on. I don't think I want to put anything on the fold. So I think that's taken up a lot of room. So maybe for the next page. So let's slide that in there. Let's see if that'll work on the next page. So we've got a little summer bucket list that we could include up here. Like we might need a small image here. I'm going to go ahead and trim this down because that's bothering me. Just going to trim a little bit off the bottom. I made it uneven, but I can only trim off a little bit more before it becomes ridiculous. All right. I think I've got it straight. Good grief. maybe. Okay, that's better. I like that. There, we're not cutting off the top of the ice cream. Hey, Francis, how's it going? Hey, Leslie, how you doing? So we are just having a little fun. I think that's too much cartoony next to too much cartoony, although I do, maybe we choose something else for right here. Let's see, what do we have? What about that? And then we can put that, there we go. Okay. So we're not going to use those, so we're going to put those into the next page. We have limited space, and that doesn't go there. Okay, I'm just looking through some things off to the side, trying to pick what we want. And this goes all the way over. There's 3 panels to this. There's this page, and then there's this flip over thing, because it's one of those book covers. Well, that's happening, when we look away. I did say on the title I was going to start with summer glue booking and go from there. So this is a little more, a little more I'm going to trim him down and see. I like him right there. We're just going to trim off some of his. Yes. Thank you.
That puzzle, the puzzle, give me ideas.
Good.
Because I could find the picture and cut out the puzzle pieces and yeah. Again.
You're welcome.
That meant a whole lot.
I'm happy you like it. Yes. Summer has its creepy elements. You are true about that. All right. Let's see. How do I like this on camera? I'm not live again. Oh, and you know what else? I'm on top chat, not live chat. I'm just failing everywhere. Hold the phone. Oh, my computer's frozen. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Live chat. But we're gonna get into some creepy stuff. Never fear, never fear. You know I like my creepy stuff. Okay. We'll put our smaller images over here. No, okay. You've got a girl on a bicycle. And I think we can cut that down a little skinnier so that it fits right there. And then we'll use these 3 smaller ones. Let's push the bucket list up a little bit. These are like some carnival pictures. Probably for the panel over here. So these are panel pictures, which you can't see the panel the way we're doing it right now because it's folded out. What's your plans for the weekend, Francis? You got anything exciting going on? All right, so let's ink up some edges and make some stuff happen. We're just doing a fun, silly, happy page today. So we're using our images that are fun, silly, and otherwise don't necessarily go with some of the other things we have going on. I've already glued the big ice cream down before some of you got here. So there's that. We're going to start with doing that, and we're going to glue this stuff down first. Oh, November shows. What kind of shows are you, what's going on? Inquiring minds want to know. I'm thinking of doing my first crafty date tomorrow, because tomorrow, I thought today was Saturday, and I thought I slept through everything. I tried to go to bed last night at like midnight, which is early for me. And my body was tired and willing, or my brain was tired and willing, I should say. But I couldn't fall asleep. I had a pain flare up in my arm, up in my shoulder. And then I got a horrible leg cramp. Oh, crafty shows. Are you going to make journals for that? You're going to like sell journals? Because you make awesome journals. I love your journals. And other crafty things, maybe? I think that's awesome. Woohoo, Francis. Doing all the things. I would love to do a few crafty shows, but based on Elsa's experience, I don't know that I would. It could just be here in Vegas. Like, it's just not as. Because my dyed paper wouldn't do well at a craft type fair, but maybe my journals and some of the other things I do would be. Although I do tend to be creepier than everybody else. Nice, Francis. Well, we will rah-rah you from here. I'm so disappointed we're not coming there next week. I'm hoping we can reschedule for October or sooner if the situation allows. So much weird stuff happened all at once, right? Sometimes you got to stop and go, well, maybe the universe thinks this is a bad idea right now. But I have not given up hope that we are getting there. Else is talking about maybe a girls' trip, and I'm not going with the grandkids this weekend. There's no way I can plan a trip, even a short one, into Utah for she wants to get some lace, and I can't. If the grandkids are here, I always get less done, and it's not. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just I can't be as productive with little people under feet. It cuts down on, I have to boil water, and I don't want to spill boiled water on them. Oh, Francis, we love you. We want you to have lots of success and fun. Okay, I think I want to do it like that. Like that. And now I'm covering up the ice cream like I said I wouldn't. What about this one? Do I like this one better? Or maybe I want to push it all the way to the edge. Although I did get that one kind of close to the edge. So if her and Sandy will have to go. Oh, nice. Nice. Well, if anyone's interested, I'm going to try the first of the crafty dates. if you're interested in being invited, because I don't want to post it in the group, I'd like to keep it small so I know that not very many people come into my lives, but because I think you can only have a limited number of people in the room, like 20 or something, or 12, I don't remember. So it will be in a Facebook room. If you're interested in that, or you're watching this later and you're interested in the Saturday dates, let me know, because I will send out invitations to you guys, like a link for the Facebook room. And we'll do it that way, because we don't want to have it too crowded. Then people will talk over each other and stuff. I'm thinking like, 5 to 10 people at the most. And it's a chance to work on the 12 of 22, or, whatever you want to do. If you just want to come in and chat and you don't have a project to work on, or you want to harvest a magazine, whatever it is you would like to do, that is what that's all about. And I will trim that. I think, no, it doesn't go over the edge. Okay. Oh, pull it down a little bit. Pull it down. Covering up some of the bucket list right there. But I thought tomorrow at about 11 a.m. here, so that's 11, 12, 1, and 2 across the country. If that works for anybody. I can't do super early morning. Well, I could, but oof. But if a super early morning works for you guys, then that is what we will do. We will just schedule it that way, and we'll have an alarm and stuff. Because I want to do what is flexible for most people, So we're trimming this bicycle image down. Lost my ink. Yep. So if I'm on at 11, 12, 1, and 2 would be Eastern time. Your time. Good for you. I don't know how to do Central backwards. I'll have to Google that. Anybody else have time constraints tomorrow? The smaller images I'm going to do with glue stick. Just because I'm not terribly coordinated today. I already glued some stuff to other stuff without meaning to. Let's see if we like that. Okay. Yeah, you said you got birthday party tomorrow. I remember that. Okay, so it's 6 here, so that's a 2-hour difference. So 12, 1, 2. So it's 12 a good time for you then? Because that would be 2 o'clock your time. Well, there you go. It is fun to do, when you can chat with other people. That's kind of my idea behind the crafty dates. It's a way for us to get together and work on what you need to work on, whether it's fussy cutting, harvesting, working on ephemera for a journal, putting a journal together, just getting the pieces ready. Something where you can get feedback if you'd like it, but just to have company, Okay, so 12 tomorrow. My time 2 for you. It's a go. It's a go. All right, so we're going to glue that down first. But let me go ahead and ink all the pieces. I think that's already inked. And I have no idea what I'm going to work on. It's just whatever I feel like working on tomorrow. Probably I'll be working in parts and pieces on the Halloween glue books, because that's my plan for the weekend, along with finishing up some Patreon stuff, which requires me to be in the other room. Although I could put the camera on the ironing board and I could iron and talk to you guys, because I will tell you, those are the times I kind of want crafty dates the most. When I'm stuck in front of the ironing board, it's fun to watch TV, but sometimes you just want to have somebody to talk to, And so there's no pressure. You can come and just chat if you want. You don't have to put the camera on you at all. You can just have the audio on. You can do it however you like to do it. No pressure. If you just have your audio on, it's just you talking to us, and we don't see you, but we'll know who you are because it puts up names in the... You can mouse over people and get their names and stuff. Uh-oh, what just happened? I did something. Well, let's stop that from... I must have clicked on the notification instead of the close. Stop doing that. Okay. Oh, it's too hot tomorrow to work on property. That's probably... You don't want to hurt yourself with the temperature and the weather. We had an actual thunderstorm last night, you guys. It was awesome. There was thunder and lightning well into the... I tried to go to bed at midnight. And I tossed and I turned, and my shoulder was not being happy. And I took an Advil PM. So I think I fell asleep between 3 and 4 in the morning. But I slept until almost noon here. It was after Elsa's live. It was around lunchtime. I don't know for sure. Because I got up and I was doing things and I didn't really look at the clock. Yeah, when it monsoons here, we don't have good drainage. They didn't really plan for that. So some of the streets turn into rivers temporarily. And people always think, oh, I can make it. And it's not a good idea. Just saying. Okay, so this goes next because I'm going to cover up some of that with... So let's see, where are we going to... Oh, no, we don't. Because I was going to I put her in the wrong place. That's what happened. Well, that's okay. We'll pick out a new image for over there. We'll just leave that. Okay. So that's going to go like that. Yeah, a little bit of flash flooding on the strip. We got some nice rain. We got actual rain. Lots of thunder, lots of lightning. Some really, really nice lightning, strikes that were far off away from us. And I didn't hear about anything catching on fire, so I think it's all okay. I think before I push that down, let me see. Yeah, I think that's good. That's good right there. Where did that pair of scissors go that I had? Scissors. And I did find the yearbooks. So for that part, for the creepy. So we're going to add some things to, or at least talk about how we're adding things to the serial killer journals. And then, yeah, so I tried to go to bed early. And I figured I'd get up at 8 and I just, plow through the day because I have a lot of things to do. And it didn't work out like that. But I feel, when I finally got to sleep, I feel better for having slept. I was tired, so tired yesterday that I was achy at the end of the day. I'm like, I just don't think I can do anything else. And so I did the last few things I had to do. And I went to bed and I tried to be a good girl. My body was not cooperating with me. So boo on that. But yay for Tylenol PM or Advil PM. Because it quelled the aches long enough. And whatever was going on in my shoulder. Because I made that very angry somehow. Because it was throbbing. And that was no bueno. Hey Carla, how's it going? Okay, let's glue her down. I think that fell from up there. Glue stick. Hope you're having a great Friday evening. Not too tired, I hope, to enjoy a little bit of your first night off of the weekend. Unless that's what you want, unless you want to fall asleep. Because sometimes that's what we all want, right? Ugh. All right. All right, so just that we have over here. All right, so we wanted to include him. He's our peace troll, and I think he likes ice cream. Is the story I'm gonna tell myself. He's a peaceful ice cream troll. That's what we're going with. Sure, why not? So we're going to put him right here in the midst of all the ice cream. Okay, and I think she might be perfect for down here. But we got to trim that a little bit on both sides. Everybody in the room. Sabrina, Carla, Sabrina. You guys are funny. Now get in that room. Okay. Because you have to go over here in this skinny little space. Perfect. I think that's pretty good. Let's ink her. How's Noodles and the kitties? How are they faring this fine Friday evening? Yeah. This one was going. No, it's not. I've already misplaced something. Did I drop it on the floor? No. Okay, Amy. Oh, there it is. Oh boy. Crazy but your babies. All right. So we don't want to cover up too much of the bug, so we're going to push her down. And I think I might actually push her down here. Because we can put a word right there. And I'd rather not cover up the bug. That'll work. There we go. So we'll just cut the bottom of that image off. All right, so now we're down to this panel right here, this part of that, because this is that book cover thing. So let's see, what do we want to add to this? Okay. So we have some things over here. We hit the cocktail, maybe some cocktails after we go parasailing. Then we have some of the carnival pictures that I thought might be fun. But let's see what else we have in our small pieces pile. Anything else we can't live without? Got a little hot air balloon. I think that's too much. Don't worry, we're doing another page, so. Or I can always get off here and do it on my own. Hey Janice, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Okay, these little pictures go right along the side and one at the bottom. Okay. Yay! Well, that's always a bonus, right? Getting off of work is an awesome thing, especially at the very end of the week. Aren't you just like chomping at the bit for that? I know I always was at the end of my work week. Even when I like my job, it's good to have time away. Do your own thing and decompress and just relax. I think I actually want to push this over here. Let's see if I can find something for right there. Something small. And maybe a little bit longer. Okay, what if we put this? So we'll trim this down. This is people flying a kite. Ah, very nice. Sometimes a little nap will just refuel you, won't it? Okay, so maybe right about there. I think that might be good. We got ink again. Oh, ink period, because we didn't have this image on hold, so it was not previously inked. Okay. Let's see if we like that. Yes, I think I do. I think that's nice. I have not been on Facebook this afternoon, but I will check it out after the live for sure. I was digging under my bed for stuff. Looking for the pieces and parts I need for the Halloween journal and for the Halloween glue books and for the serial killer journal, some things I need for that. But I will definitely check it out. You know, I loves a good joke. Okay, so it's a 3-panel piece. We haven't put any words on it yet. So there's the first 2, and then there's the second, the third one. The margarita looks good, right? And I need to glue down the edge right there. So let's do that. Let's glue down the edge. We got a little, this was some of our fun images that just didn't really go with anything else. So I thought we'd have a little play with it. And that's gonna, when it's dry, that's gonna fold right there into this, and the whole thing will close up. But I want to let it finish drying before because the core is wet. So I'll do the words later, because we're gonna go ahead and use some of these other images on this page, because we pulled enough silly, fun, kitschy, just enough to have too much for one page. So let's see what we want to do. I want to use this for sure this time. Just some colorful macaws. And I need to pull this over. So I'll add the words later, and I'll show it next time we're live. Okay, so I think I want that there. Now let's go with him on the inside here. Let's put them right there. I think that's gonna be, maybe we'll do a flip out at some point. Let's see. What else do we have? We need something square. Not there. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we've got he's not quite as important. She's the one having a good time. He's just driving. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have in here? Okay, we've got some other tubing, so maybe we want to put this over here somewhere. We've got this guy just hanging out by the pool, having fun. Oh, here's our rainbow picture, maybe. And then we put this. We've got dolphins having fun. I don't know that that's right for this page. Let's see how we feel about it. We've got another barbecuing picture. We slide that under there, though, I think. Okay, let's see. We've got our hot air balloon picture that I think would look nice there. Let's see. Okay, if we trimmed a little bit off the bottom of this tubing picture, let's see if we like that. Oops, you guys can't see that. I've got it off screen. Sorry. I'm not live on my live. Maybe then don't like the birds there. Maybe I want the dolphins back. Yeah, I think I like that better. And you guys can't really see what's over here. This is like, it's just a guy. It's because it's so bright. But I have to have some or I can't see anything. It's just a smiling guy sitting by the pool, you know. The rainbow and the balloon need to be switched. Like that. I'm kind of honestly thinking that guy with the sunflowers doesn't work there. Yeah, because he kind of balances out the balloon and the birds, like some of the same colors repeated. All right, I think we're going to do it. So we're just going to shove this off to the side here for now. And we'll work on this side. So let's start by inking. Here we go. Okay. Rainbow. I was just thinking about that double rainbow we had the other day. Such a rare sight here in Vegas. It was awesome. I think it's meant to scare away crows. It's supposed to look like eyes. It looks like a blow up, almost like a pool inflatable. But I think honestly, because it's got the eyeball kind of shape on all the sides of it, I think it's meant to scare away birds, because birds like to come at the end of the summer when the sunflower seeds are, you know, getting ripe, and raid the sunflower fields. So I think it's just meant to be a deterrent, but it's fun and playful too. Yeah, they do. They've been known to ruin a harvest or two, I do believe. They get very excited about the... All right, I'm only going to ink this half right now while we're working on this half. You can't sew it in. Uh-oh, Drantis. What kind of book is it? You could check in with Els. Els always knows a workaround, I'm pretty sure. She's got all the good advice. That is too much glue in that corner. Okay. I believe this is out of a National Geographic. I need... Oh yeah, those are a lot harder. Those are a lot harder to work with, but the results can be so satisfying. Let me do the edges of the scissors here. Get some glue pushed out to the edges. See where we might need a little glue stick. You guys, I'm going to take a little potty break. I will be right back. Just give me... Stab it harder. Janice. Yep. You need an awl. An AWL awl. To give it a good poke through. It's like Janice says, stab it harder. Okay, I have returned. Remember, I had to take my shower stuff out of the bathroom because Miss Haley can't be trusted. She will use all of your stuff and then act like she didn't use it. Well, Francis is all in for the stabbing. I know what I did wrong. I forgot the car image needs to go underneath this. Okay. They are, like I said, they're all fine children, but sometimes they have their moments. And I've lost too much shampoo to... I don't have that kind of budget. This is a very big image. There we go. Frances will be back when she's done stabbing things, and that's a good thing. See, who knew crafting was so violent, right? And then we'll just do our best to glue some stuff down over here. All right, there we go. All fixed. Okay, so we're going to put this over here. No, over here. Overlap it a little bit right there. Followed by this. And that. Okay. Okay, I got my plan now. You and me both, Janice. You and me both. Ain't that the scary truth? All right, so just a wee bit. That's a young person's move right there. That on the roller coaster too, right? I'd create drag as it went down the hill if I did the woo. No wooing for me. All right. Let's glue this one down. You ladies always make me laugh. Although, now having an extra adult out there in the living room may make the kids treat the rules less of a game of what can I get away with while nobody's looking than they currently do. Okay, we don't want that to cover the rainbow. I think I want it down just a little bit from the top there. There we go. I think that's how I want it. And I've glued myself to the paper. Awesome. All right. Let's see about that on screen if I think it's straight enough. Oh, I lived in Houston for a hot minute, not very long, but I remember the traffic being a bear. It was a long time ago in a world far, far away. When young me thought they were doing good things and they were doing shitty things. Pinking up the last of our images. This is our second collage for tonight, and we're about halfway done. Using some of the fun, silly, and I'll add in words later tonight or over the weekend. Give it a finish up. We're just doing the collaging tonight. I'm not feeling the wordy part right now. I just want to glue and have fun. Because I'm stressed out and gluing is good for stress. Okay, where's the scissors so I can see about getting the glue as close to the edges before I start. Okay, Let's see, we're going to need a little bit of glue down here. We didn't get it quite to the bottom right there. Oh, boo on that. Yeah, I can think whatever I want. It's not, I think I need to be more clear. It's not that I don't like the kids. I do. But I was an only child, and I never had exposure to really big families growing up or even in my 20s. And then I lived alone or with my teenage daughter. So I've never had a house full of people. So when there's a house full of people, that's too much sensory input for me. You can Velcro them to the wall. Apparently they've duct taped each other to the wall, some form of the children. So it's too much sensory input for me. And I start to shut down, and it means that I don't get as much done as I want to. So when I say, oh no, the grandkids are here, what I mean is, oh no, I'm going to have to struggle to get things done because it's a me issue, not a them issue. They are not bad kids. They are just loud like all kids are. They are rambunctious. They are active. So it's not a problem with them per se. It's that it causes me to behave in a way that I don't like because I'm not used to it, and I don't. And in my experience, a lot of noise and activity in people. One, I'm an introvert. I'm an extreme introvert, and two, I've had some not so great things happen to me in crowded places. So for me, I'm having to learn to not let that affect me the way, so it's just taking me time to, I hope I'm making myself clear. I feel like maybe I'm just confusing the issue more. So don't think that I don't like her grandkids or that they're not, that they're bad kids, because they're not. They're just children. It's a me issue. Right? It's all that energy and all that commotion. So I don't want you guys to think that I hate her grandkids or that I hate kids in general. It causes a reaction in me when there's a lot of noise and a lot of activity. And the holidays are very difficult for me. So I just want to make it clear that I don't hate those kids. I love them. They're awesome kids. I just have to, and I'm still in the process of getting used to, even after 3 years. It takes me a while to acclimate to a change this big. So that's my explanation. So when I'm mumbling about it, it's not necessarily about the kids. It's about how that's why I like to be told in advance, because I can prepare emotionally for it. And it makes it easier for me, to try and get the things done that I need to. And then, I have worries like I carry giant pot of water, boiling hot water through the house, about every other day. And they're rambunctious, and, I can tell them, all right, I'm coming by with a giant pot of boiling water, and they'll forget 3 seconds later because I've almost run into Buggy more than once in that hallway, and I'm carrying, one of those Dutch oven pots filled with boiling water. And if it comes down to it, if there's going to be a collision, I'm going to make sure that water dumps my way and not his. So that makes me not want to do the paper, which puts things off for me. But again, it's all me, Would my life be easier if they didn't come? Yeah, but it'd be less interesting too, because they're good kids. Right now, Shaylee's not my favorite person because she's in Teenagerville. But she'll come back eventually. Yeah, so sometimes I don't do paper over the weekends when I need to put in batches. And that's a thing that gets me behind. More so than I already am. And I can't afford to do that. So sometimes I stay up late at night when I need to sleep to do it, and sometimes I just let it go. But it's not their fault. It's so when I'm saying things like, oh, the grandkids, it's me in my head planning how I'm going to make everything I need to do work while not being a jackass to them, you know? Because this is their grandma's house. They should always feel welcome and happy and having a good time here. But I would also like them to follow the rules because the rules are there for a reason. We're not trying to ruin their fun. We just want them to have safe fun. Fun that doesn't break the house. Breaking the house is bad. That makes Mr. Mike unhappy. I have one of those those things, but there's nowhere in the garage for me to turn it on and set a pot of water. There's all the surfaces are taken, and everything is crooked because it's a garage. But yes, I have one of those burners. I brought it with me when I came. Okay, so we wanted that like that. And then we were going to do dolphins, and I think we wanted to go ahead and put him here. Okay, I think that's how it's going. So this one first. So that's just my way of explanation, because sometimes I know you guys can hear me grumbling. It's not about not liking the kids. It's just I'm in my head doing mental gymnastics about how I'm going to get my stuff done. And not I'll get better at it as time goes on. I've gotten better. I used to shut down completely and just stay in my room while they were here. You know, except for meal times and stuff. So it is better. It's just it could be better than that. I know I can do better. You know, it's all the things. They're kids. I take things too personally. I'm super introverted. It's all the ridiculous things in life. Elle said she might take them geocaching this weekend, but I don't know with the weather the way it is, because you don't want to. They can't get stuck out in a flash flood. You may have to come up with a different plan. This kid looks like he is having a grand old time. Well, and his friend too. It's a girl and a boy. He's got the big inner tube, and she's got the thing you lay on, the floaty thing. Yeah, Mike has one of those, but it takes the whole pot. It's a very large stock pot. I call it a Dutch oven, but it's about this tall, and it's probably about 12 inches across. That much water is how much goes into the vat. I just it will be fine. It will be fine. Everything will be fine. It's just a matter of me making a commitment to being a little bit different instead of being how I usually am. And every time I do it, gets a little bit easier next time. But with she's got her friend here. I think that that's some reinforcement too. Another adult that's not sitting at a desk, because Mike's got to work. He can't pay attention to everything they're doing, and Els is always working. So even when they're here, I didn't want to do that. Where did I think I was putting this? Maybe over here? I think I was going to put it there, but I don't want to cover up that guy's face. I think we've covered up enough of that picture. I think that works too. Doesn't cut off any of the girls' heads, although I did get something colored on this girl. Now she looks like she's got a... All right. I don't think mine's quite that big, but it's a big pot. Because it's going into one of those big food warming trays, like the really big, like long like this. Like it would go from me to the here. And it's deep. It's like 12 inches deep. And so I can carry it fine. I just, if I have to stop all of a sudden, I know that's going to slosh, or if I have to drop it to avoid a child falling into it. And it may be an unrealistic fear, but just that one time with Buggy, I'm like, I don't want to boil a kid. Just about. Mine's not quite that big. It's probably the next size down. But you could definitely put a chicken in there and boil it like a carcass. It's definitely that size. So, all right. We've got our 2 collages done. So we did, this is the here. I haven't done this part. We'll do that next time because I didn't think about it. We've got the inside here. And then over here. And these. Woohoo! So I'm going to set this up on the bed to dry. And we're going to look at some other things after I get a drink. All right, so let me pull a couple of things. Oh, first, hold the phone. Let's put away these summer images we didn't use. We could have done a third and a fourth collage, I think. So that may be what we do next time. We are summer collaging. Because we got to get that book filled, you guys. Although not necessarily. It can carry over to next summer. That would be fine. It'll give us time to add in new stuff, too. Okay. Oops, left one out. I left the baby over here digging in the sand, looking for something, or picking something up. Okay. I'm trying to be better about cleaning up after myself. All right. Did everybody see this yesterday from the live? What did I do with that pair of scissors? There's like a thread right there. There's a thread right there. Aw, thanks, Carla. So they were 80% off at Michael's. I've been looking at them all summer because look, they're $30. And that's too much money for me. My budget doesn't go there. But you know what? I've been eyeballing. You know what I've been thinking? Oh, yay! Yay for crafting. We'll keep our crafty date in mind. We're going to be doing that in a Facebook room. So remember to message me somehow, either on Messenger on Facebook or in email, if you'd like to receive an invite to the crafty date. Because I don't just want to spam the group, So if you would like to come to the crafty date, it'll be in a Facebook room. You don't have to show yourself. You can turn off your camera. Oh my gosh, $30 is ridiculous. So I thought I would make this into something creepy as part of our fall stuff. What do you guys think? I think Janice called it Transylvania Travel. What did she call it last night? The Transylvania. Hi, Christine. Transylvania travel trailer. So I thought we could creepify it. Give it maybe some wings or something. Or turn the awnings into bats. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being silly. Okay, Janie. I will send you an invite. But yeah, so you can message me. You can email me. You can tell me now. But I thought that would be fun. And it was only $6. So I got it for $6. Transylvania travel trailer. That was it. Could be for and then I did a little splurge. Because I have not bought a new paper pad, guys, in over a year. I've had Elf give me a couple, but I haven't bought a new to myself paper pad. And they had in fall paper pads. So I got this Celestial Wonderland from Recollections. Let me pull the thingies off. And I'm just going to cut it because the back is usually sticky. I don't like the sticky part on my... I'd rather have the little circles there than... Okay. Let me go ahead and do the other one. So I got that one, and then I got this Autumn Blaze, which has some metallics in it. You know, sometimes you want to work with something a little different. We got lots of stuff coming up. You know, I want to have a really active, crafty fall with you guys, and you know, trying to do more different types of content on my channel because I think I'm boring. Yes, these are from Michael's. I think. What bag did I just pull that out of? Hold on. Michael's. It's from Michael's. I haven't seen a pad at Hobby Snobby that I've liked in a little while. Now these are cardstock pads. That's the only bummer because you know I love the 180 papers. I'm never boring. Thank you. I feel boring. How's that? So I thought I'd just do a quick flip through for you guys. Just something fall. Not creepy, but you know, could be creepy if we wanted it to be. I love that tree. There's 3 of each paper, which is a bonus. I love that marbled one. Because these just said fall to me. And you know, I love fall as much as I love Halloween. I would love, love, love to live someplace with all 4 seasons that doesn't get too much snow. We only get 3 here, and it's really like 2.5. We actually had a full spring this year. So that's Autumn Blaze. 16 designs, 3 of each sheet. So it's a nice addition, I think, to my collection. And then this one is the same number of sheets. Yes.
Okay, it's still wet.
Yeah, I'm orange, so you know. Can I show it?
Sure, go ahead.
Look what else it's working on. It's still dry, wet, right?
Yeah. Good color?
Yeah. Is this my coffee dyed paper?
Uh-huh.
I have some of this in my stash if you need a little bit more.
No, I think I'm cool for the moment.
Okay, but if you run short before I get to my next batch, let me know.
I'll let you know.
I love it. So if we take all my covers out there for the creepy, and then can I have a little bit of that? Because what I want to do is get some coffee, like some instant coffee, and some of the blood.
I made a big batch.
And I want to take several cups, and I want to dip them in both, and just.
Yeah, but that one's for you.
Okay, but it's got to dry.
Yes.
Where am I going to put it? Because I got to pull stuff down from that pile. Well, hopefully it'll be dry by the time I forget it's up there and pull it on my face.
No, I'll remember it's up there.
I'm going to mute you guys for just a second.
Oh, good Lord.
Not in streaming. Okay, sorry. I just had something I needed to clarify. So it's at Michael's right now, and we were there yesterday, and it was buy one get one half off. So I don't know where I put my receipt, or I would tell you. Let me make sure I didn't throw it away in the bag, guys. No. I might have thrown it over here on the desk. I can tell you what I paid. Maybe it's this one. So it was buy one get one half off. The retro camper was $6, and then I bought some dye. So it was $9.99 and $4.99 is what I paid. So $15 for 2 pads. Not bad, I think. And that's from Michael's. The one I showed. They're both from Michael's, but these were the only 2 I liked, and Elle's got a different 2 that she liked. She might have shown them on her live stream this morning. This is called Celestial Wonderland. This is the paper that sold me. This is the one that I was like, I need to have that. Well, I like to be transparent. I'm spending your money, essentially. I like that too. Isn't that a nice, like a creepy woods, but also just kind of an autumn winter feel. I liked that too. It was the autumn blaze that started the whole thing. But I think these will go not just, I think this is more winter and that's more fall. So I think that this will help me through Thanksgiving, and look at that. And through the winter, like in January and stuff, I think this will have some good, without being overly Christmassy, Love that. We'll put a little Sasquatch in here somewhere. What if I can find a Sasquatch sticker book? They both have a little bit of metallic in them. Yeah, I think so. Acid free. Yeah, both of them have a little gold and silver in them. So if that's not your jam, and it does say limited time only, I don't know how much they mean that. I can tell you that at the Michael's we went to, these were the only 2 of these pads, and Els had the same problem with hers. We had trouble finding a second one because I would have bought just 2 of the first one. All right, Francis, thanks for coming in. I'm sorry that you didn't get to see the serial killer part. But have a great evening. We will see you again soon, I'm sure. Enjoy the weekend. All right. Let's see what's in here. That's my fun stuff. Yep, that's all my fun stuff. Put my fun stuff in a safe place. Hold on. I need to play with that. I need to have a play date. Oh. Okay. So, I think those are the... Yay! I'm glad you got it sewn in. Awesome. All right, so that's some regular tea dyed paper. All right, so this is what when we do the signatures for this book, this is for the serial killer book. This is the style they're going to be in. We're going to have this gap in the middle. So I'm thinking I'm going to give you guys some elastic. I think we talked about this last time. So you can put some flow stuff in there if you want, or you can just have it add in bits and bobs of weird stuff that might not otherwise fit on a page. You could craft for the decorations. Let them give you craft. Let them. So it'll be 2 7 or 8 page signatures of various paper, mostly probably tea dyed. I'm going to grunge up the front. Like I said, I'm going to have Els help me with blood splatter. So, but that's like, so, and then we're also going to use the hardware. We're going to fold this up and I'm going to hole punch. I have a 2-hole punch. I have a 3-hole punch even. We're going to put in maps and pages and stuff. And we're going to start embellishing. I have so many fun ideas. So what you guys are getting when I say I'm going to build the book for you is I'm not going to go do everything for you. We're going to build the basic book and put in the extra things here. Give you the elastic that could go here. And then a pack of stuff. Is that the evil laugh, Carla? She's like, maybe. And then I'm going to do a little bit on the front. I'm going to have her, where I'm going to lay them out in a row and we're going to splatter with the blood. And then I'm going to bring them in here and I'm going to take some of the blood and, like I said, some instant coffee, nice and dark. And I'm going to dip different cups and stuff. And I'm going to put them on the book covers all over. So it looks like over and over again we've, been in the book. And then you can always add to the, and even if the spines aren't even, I'm not going to cover them for you guys. I'm going to send you the raw book with the stuff in it and some stuff to go with it, like pictures from magazines, some pictures from yearbooks, which I have to show you over here. Some bits and some extra, like some cardstock and some extra papers. And then what will happen is as we go through, like when we reach the point where there's Polaroids and stuff like that, I'll put together a pack that I can sell to you guys. Dumb or distressing, yeah. Or I can give you a list ahead of time of things I think I'm going to be including, and you can do a little hunting on your own, and you can use your things definitely. Maybe you have some papers, like I found this. This is a shipper's export declaration, and it's been tea dyed, coffee dyed, I think. But I thought, this could be something to include on this side of things. And even if we have to fold it up, I like the idea that we can, or you could even put it this way. Like you could punch it in this way and do that. You can't see me. Like it doesn't all have to be traditional because we'd only have to fold a little bit if we did it that way. So these, if you have a typewriter, you could type them up. We could fill them out. We could leave them unfilled and fill them when the time comes. But maybe you have access to some forms like this. Like I only have one of these. I don't know where it came from, but it wound up in my dye vat. I've got some of these tea dyed. They're still out in the garage. These are from it's like a memento book. You're making things I'm thankful for, special family memories. I thought we could, use them for our victimology. I thought, that might be a little fun. People reserved one because it's a cut down file folder. This is like a testing phase. We're all going to be in the test together. You weren't here for that live, I guess. I have the capacity to do a couple more. So if you want to add on, it's not too late. This is, I haven't built any of them yet. We were starting to put things in. Like we already put in some apple green paper because it looks like a bruise. And we put in some of this lab paper. But we haven't built anything yet. So I'm going to be building the books with you guys. And then I'm going to mail them out. And then we're going to decorate the books together. A little bit like the caboodle thing, but ongoing for several months. Probably through the winter is what I'm thinking. So if you just want the guts and you have something you can use, or you want to just do your whole thing yourself and play along with us, you're welcome to do that as well. But if you're interested in getting the book, and what I did was, like, Christine is getting one, but she's only getting the insides because she has something she wants to use for the cover. So I can do the basic build for you. I'm not billing until between the 24th and the 5th. Originally, we were doing this around the scavenger, but now that that's not happening, we're going to use that time to talk about and build together. And then once the book is built, that's when it will be billed. Now, this is shorter than the ones I'm doing. Els is going to cut a couple more for me, but I will get, let me see. I had sticky notes. Leslie, you would like one? Do you want the whole build, or do you just want the guts? It's I think it's only $5 plus shipping, or $10 plus shipping. I can't remember. That's mine. If I build it, it's $10 plus shipping. If you just want the guts, or even probably with the cover, and you're going to put it together yourself, that's $5 plus shipping. That's okay. You want the whole build? No problem. Well, I haven't built anything yet, hon. I have somebody else I think that's interested too, so that reminds me to follow up with them. So I'm going to just stick even though this isn't yours yet, because this is shorter, I want them all to be the same size. Els is going to cut me a couple more. Dad, you're not a pain. You're not a pain. But that way I know to go back and put some stuff in. Your maps may be a little bit different, but they're all different, presumably. And I have some big rollout topographical maps because it's a basic book. I'm not decorating it for you. I'm just building the book, and it's going to include a little bit extras, and you may be able to pick up supplemental packs, but I'm going to put out a list too. I'm going to put it in probably next week. I'm going to make out a list of things that we might use, things that, I'm looking on eBay for, and I think I have books laying around that we can use. So that if you want to search out some items on your own, like some old pictures and stuff like that, you're going to be getting some yearbook. Yes. Is that my vial of blood? Does it need to sit upright?
Yeah, I would keep it upright.
Okay. I'm going to put it right there.
Yeah, put it
someplace. So when I ask you where it is.
Yeah, set it someplace so it's upright.
There's my vial of blood, guys. And you're going to help me when it's time to splatter, yes, right? I need 2 more.
Okay.
Please.
We'll get them.
Okay. Thank you.
But put that someplace safe. Because I don't want to put it out here and then have it get knocked over. Or
it's sitting upright.
Destroyed.
It's fine.
Okay.
Just remind me that's where it is when I'm freaking out.
Yeah, it's in the bin.
So, yeah. So we're just basic build. You're going to provide some stuff yourself. Obviously, it's not like Rosemary's Full Caboodle. This is something that obviously I provide you some stuff with, and then you can customize it to what. We're not all going to have the same serial killer. Maybe yours is a girl, maybe yours is a boy, maybe yours is a young man or old man, or maybe you have several people that are, working in the book together. Maybe you have a team. But so I will put the things in here, and I'll even put things in here, some maps and some other fun stuff. But most of the book's going to be up to you how you want to do it. Maybe you can bring supernatural stuff into this. You can build your personal one any way you want. The same way you can do with a caboodle kit. And I know I'm not going to start doing anything like what Rosemary's doing, but this is something that I really is close to my heart, which is kind of a messed up thing to say. I don't know everything there is to know about serial killers, so we're going to learn stuff together, We're going to I have some books on serial killers and some fiction books that we're going to take pages out of. You know, things that maybe he read these books. He's like, oh, I like that idea. And so we're going to put it in here. But yeah, so we're going to grunge up the covers, and then you can add things. Like maybe you can put in, we could do some mini psychological profiles and stuff like that as a way to, but everybody's will be individual to their taste. So it can be as not creepy as you want, or as creepy as you can go all the way with the creepy. if you get my drift, like you can tailor how far you want to go with it. I'm not responsible if you actually serial killer anybody, okay? So I'm going to send out some fabrics like this because I think our serial killers might like a little creepy fabric. I'm going to send out some stuff that you could make a ruffle out of, or that you could put over the spine if you want, or that you could just have. So there'll be 2 or 3 strips of fabric that come. Right? But a lot of people are fascinated by the subject, but they draw a line at this is too far. I've had a couple of people message me and tell me I shouldn't be doing this, that I might be encouraging somebody. But this is all role play for me. This is a fantasy. I would never go out and serial killer somebody because, 1, it's not my nature. 2, it's fucking messy. Dismembering a body is beyond something I think I could do. I can't watch some medical shows or some of that, like Dr. Pimple Popper, because I get extremely grossed out and like want to vomit. So this is just a way to tap into a part of me that I can't ever, you can't talk about this with most people, you know? Janice, you want guts? Okay. Hold on, I lost my... Janice wants guts. And I'll make a list in my brain so that I don't lose anybody's stuff. Okay, so we're going to put... I know you're just getting the guts, but this will give me a place to store things. That way you can decide if you want it bigger than this or whatever. I just thought this was a fun size, and we'll have things that, like I said, some of the maps, you know, you're going to pull them out 3 or 4 times. That leaves us a lot of room to work. You can take it out. You could sew on it. I do some of that too, but you know, I'm not... Els is really more of a serial file than I am, and like Laura Free is a very big serial file. It's an interest for me, but I had to put it away for a lot of years because I lived with someone who was totally put off by all that kind of stuff. So I'm just getting back into it. And this is just a fun way to have some fun with it. And it's creepy, and it's the right time of year. So we'll work on this through fall, through Halloween, and maybe even through part of winter, depending on, you know, what comes up and how often we work on it. So I have some fabric like this, and then I'm going to send some other fabrics that are not quite so in your face, so you have some stuff to work with if you want to make like a ruffle to put down the spine, like where this is, because that you could do like a 1-inch ruffle right there of different stuff. You could use old clothes, and that could be like stuff trophies you've taken from your victims. You could make some skin like Elsa's making on top of her thing and glue that down the... Yeah, but this is all fake, and you only take this book as far as you want to go. So I'm not telling you have to do any of the things I do. You could do different things. I want it to be a collaboration where I provide you a base and maybe some supplemental packs later on that may be $5 or $10, depending on what they are. But the chance for you to procure your own things, draw from your stash, you know, start looking at that one earring you have, that broken pendant. You know, it's time to start picking your souvenirs and how we're going to incorporate them into the book and stuff like that, right? So we're definitely going to be putting in some regular coffee paper. I'm going to choose some grungy and some not. We'll do some larger pieces, like some 9x14, which I have not dyed yet. That's part of the reason. This is some dot grid paper that I think Carla sent me a while back, and I've been, you know, it came out in single sheets, but look at that. But on it is dot grid on one side, you know, like obviously you can't see the dots on this side, but I thought that would be fun. Another thing I want to get is some organic chemistry paper to tea dye lightly, and I thought that would be fun to put in. So, you know, I can continue to take orders for the books until probably about probably next week, because then I'm gonna start building, and I don't want to be in the middle of a build and have to make another one. You know what I mean? Not that I don't want to have sales, but this is not necessarily about sales for me. This is about, I would love for some people to come along on this journey with me, and if people get weird about it, we'll just do them as unlisted lives, open only to Patreons and people in the group. You know, that way nobody stumbles across and is like, what the F is wrong with you people? So if people decide, if you watch this for a little while, if you're watching this later and you think, but you want to think about it a while longer, I can take orders for the guts or the full build through the 19th. And then we're building it probably the week of the 24th. So it'll be built between the 24th and the 5th, depending on how long the build takes, and, you know, your guys' budgeting and your paydays and all that stuff. I don't want to bill somebody when they, you know, when they're like, but I can't pay you until the 1st, that sort of thing. It's all flexible. All right. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Let's shut that off. We don't need to have steam open. And okay, so I pulled some tea dyed papers that's got some grungy stuff in it. I've got some of the bigger pieces that are damaged that I thought might be fun. They may have to be refolded, which I think you guys will be okay with. If you have a typewriter, this is a great project. You know, we've got the dot grid paper that I pulled, so we're going to add some of that in. Already in there is one of these big, and this is a 32-pound piece. We got some, this is some of the, I need to put a little bit more of this in the die batch. This is the legal size paper, which I thought would be good to put some of it here in this part, and some of it. So this could be a big fat boy at the end, you know. We put in some of this lab paperwork, or lab, it's for doing a lab like in a college class, but you know, I went mad scientist with it. So it'll have some of that. Like we said, here's some of the matte pieces we've already put in. And so this is something that Elisa sent me. I may have to cut some of the pieces down smaller to share them out. And some of them will be tea dyed and some of them won't. The ones that aren't tea dyed, I'm going to spray a little bit with some coffee and splatter it with a little bit of blood. And I'll probably splatter the ones that I dunked in the tea dye. Like, I can't get a piece this big into the vat. So I'll lay that out and I'll spray both sides. This is an aviation map, so, you know, it's a little different than what we've seen. And I thought it would be just fun to work with. And I'm thinking like gluing pictures to it and marking spots, maybe where we buried bodies, depending on how far we get with this. So I'm kind of between, or maybe we've got a generational thing. I've almost got mine planned out where it's going to be kind of a generational thing, where maybe a son or a daughter has learned that their father or their mother. So yeah. So that's what we've kind of got already. And then I have some other stuff to add in, and I need to find. So these are, I would just be showing you the same thing. Even Betty and Hottie Popo are in on this. So people will be coming in and coming out. I'm going to include a little bit of muslin in there, again, for, you know, depending on how you want it to go. I think a piece of muslin would be great. It'll probably be big enough to work as a signature page in your flow side, or to tear it in half and put it, hole punch it and put it in your so there's that. I don't have enough of these to give one to everybody, so this is probably going to go in the Halloween books. Are you guys, I think there are 3 of these floating around, you guys. For those of you who bought the glue books, are you interested in having this in your, it wouldn't be a page, obviously, it would be in addition to your, goodie pack. But I think I have 3 of those floating around, one for each person that ordered one. See, now this was in that big kit, but I kept some out to put in our serial killer journals and or in the Halloween glue books. So like it's already a signature page. It would have to be cut down for the serial killer stuff. I've got something like this that I can add in. I've got a couple of these. And that's just a plain red one. I found some wet wax deli paper that we could maybe put in. So we'll come back to the glue books because I have some. You can find a printable, awesome. Do what as add-ons? I want to send out a little pack to go with it. It's not going to contain a huge amount of stuff. Just enough to get you started. You already have an anatomy file. Oh, I'm jealous. That's awesome. All right, so are we liking where this is going with the serial killer? So I'm going to show you the yearbooks I have, and then we're going to I'm going to have some paper and file folder choices for the people with the glue books. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mini Craft-A-Lanch, people. Mini Craft-A-Lanch. Okay, good. I'm going to have glue book people, please don't go away in the meantime while I'm showing the yearbooks, which are for the serial killer thing. Because I pulled out a bunch of file folders and a bunch of the 11 by 17 paper. I'm jealous. I think that's awesome, Janice. I think that's totally awesome. Okay. Since I've got a mini Craft-A-Lanch going on over here, I just need to move a couple of things. Let's put this. I think this is probably dry enough. Let's slide these under here where they'll be safe-ish. Okay. There we go. Now we've got a little more stable thing going on over here. You paper packs, behave yourself. Paper packs are out of control. Where was I? Oh, yearbooks. Yearbooks is where I was going. Okay, so I have 4 yearbooks to draw from. And I'll kind of give you an idea. No, 3 yearbooks? Is it 3? I thought it was 4. So 3 yearbooks. 3 yearbooks. And I'm stuck. All right, so I have the Parade of 53, which is from Denver, Colorado. So I'm thinking our serial killer, whoever he or she is, has probably moved around a bit. This is where I'm thinking the parents or the grandparents might come in. where they've got some ideas and maybe already some victims, and they're doing that. But I'm seeing if this is the one. For example, okay, this is not. I think it might be this one. So this is the Bonami. And one of these I have. So these are the older ones. I do have one more. What did you do with it, Amy? I have one from 1983 too. And I don't think either of these are them, unless this is the one. Now this belonged to Mabel Pace. This is from Furman University. It's from 1947. So we got into the faculty over here. A good reason to, yeah. So, and so I started looking through the pictures. I'm like, so I keyed on this guy with his intense eyes and this guy with his eyebrows. And I thought, so this guy is, I had his name down. He's Harold W. Miller, PhD, Associate Professor of Greek and Latin. And this guy is Eugene Gardner, Professor of English and Spanish. But I thought to go through and just pull some things out. I'm obviously going to dismantle the whole thing. And then we've got, senior pictures. Some of these I think are suited to use. But I thought when you get back where there's the more of the large groups of pictures, I thought we could, you could get a whole panel. The year my sister was born. Oh, where maybe we could X out a couple of people. And maybe we could try and pull them from their members where we can get a little information about them. Like, look at these big pictures. And maybe too, our guy is like selecting a type. So he's getting pictures from different places. So he would start maybe in the attic of his own house. Killer in question mark. So if you guys are okay with that idea, I would pick some individual pictures out and then some sheets. So you'll get a little bit with it, but I may build a separate pack, like some group pictures where, you could be like, again, with the scratching the eyeballs out or Xing people out. Right? And I'm going to look for some more that are more recent, but I'm starting with these older ones. Like, with a variety of sizes of the pictures. We'll take some from the faculty, some from the, like, that could be creepy just in the serial killer book. But like here's just a group of people on a bench. We don't even have to take the names. We could just use the picture. Yeah, I'm hoping to find one from the 70s. I have one. I don't know where I set it down at. That is from 1983. So I do have 4 wherever it wound up at. Could be under this big pile. Oh, you know what? I think it might be under this big pile of stuff here. Hold on. So this is the sunflower from 1983. And they're all from different places. This is from Trina Marie Bryce. But check that out. So this is a little more modern. Look at the feathered hair. So again, we just go through and try and find pages with maybe not so much writing on them. Picking out, people that could be the killers or the victims. I think in 1983 I was 12. So if you guys like that idea, we'll put some of those in. Obviously, we've got. So I'm just, so far we like. And I'll see if I can track down a few more forms. That's why I wanted that pack from Curly so bad, and I couldn't get into her sale to get it. My computer kept freezing up because she had expense reports from different people. She had some medical records and some test results and stuff like that. And some old credit card receipts. So I thought it would have been great to pull things from different time periods and different places. Like our guy's moved around and he's collected all this stuff, and she's in her 60s. So but I'm looking to find some. I've been checking eBay and stuff. I just don't know what terms to search under is the hang up. But yeah, I thought we could do these for the, as part of the ephemera for the, and you can, if you want, they were like this, but if you want it to be like two separate things, you can slide a piece of paper into here that's black or white or cream colored or something, and you'd have a different look to it. All right, so I'll start tearing those apart and getting more stuff ready, but I think we're going to be sewing these together starting the week after the week of the 19th, just to give people time. You know, not everybody can be here all the time, and I think a few more people may add on as time goes on. So I want to be able to maximize the amount of people that are doing this, because not everybody will follow through. You know, people may start and lose interest, or it gets too creepy for them, or whatever. All right, so for glue books, I need to nail down some choices from you guys. File folders and papers. We'll start with file folders, and then we'll get into some papers. So you guys, as we remember, this book will contain 3 file folders, which we have not picked yet, but we have picked some of the insides. Now, Carla, I thought you would be into this more than anybody else. This is from a German board game about exorcism. It's like a card game. So it's in German. But I thought to put one of these in each of your, as a page in each of your, I hope that's okay. So this is obviously Carla's. It's got some of her stuff already. So for pages, we really only need a couple of editions. And then some of those book pages are going in the goodie pack. So I have some red. Well, these are a dark red, gray, black. I have a little bit of orange. That's not file folders. That's good. I have a few speckled purple. Let's hold the phone. I just saw something in here that should be, there it is. That's mine. Nobody can have that. Hold the phone. No, that's mine too. Okay, so we have some speckled purple. Because I don't want to choose your file folders for you. We have some grungy tea dyed. I'm going to start a second layer. A little bit of pale pineapple or falling leaves. I'm not sure which one. I think it's the pale pineapple. Oy. Okay, these are the darker red right here I have. Let me try and put the red all in one place. And then that's even a lighter red. And should you choose, I do have these. Don't forget the pea soup. Yeah. It's a German board game. I'll pull it out in the next live. I've got the whole thing. But I thought the rule book, I pulled it out and tea dyed it. You love the pineapple. Do you want that to be one of your file folders? Let's see. Whose do I have? I can't remember whose. I know Carla's one of them. Carla, Janice, and Rebecca. And I don't think Rebecca's here tonight. So, do you guys have preference for what color you'd like your file folders to be? You get to pick 3. Rebecca, okay, you want purple? Okay, do you want the speckled purple like this? Purple, orange, and pineapple. Okay. Let's do that one. Pineapple and orange. Okay, we've got one sunshine and one tangerine. Do you have a preference? Sunshine? Okay. All right, so this is what I've got for you, Rebecca. Purple, pineapple, and sunshine. So let me slide that into your cover. Okay. Okay, and then I've got Leslie would like a case file, the detective case file. Let's see. Let's have a look. Okay, this one has the most interest. Is that I think it's got the most design. This one. Case file orange and whatever. Are you okay with the tangerine orange? And whatever, surprise you. What do I think goes good with this? Let's look at what goes good with it. I think tea dye's good. No, that's two tea dyes. Let's pull out this gray and see how that's looking. I'm thinking maybe the grungy pineapple for you. Is that? So this is Leslie, because she said she wanted a case file, orange, and whatever. All right. So that's for Leslie. Got Leslie. Then Janice. You're easy. You'll take any. Okay. You don't have any preference at all. File folder. Carla. Black. Okay. I even have some midnight blue with sparkle. So black for Carla. Let's see what do we got going on in here. This one's got a little bit of over dyeing splotches on it. I think that's good for Carla. Gray. Let's see about the gray here. I think this is a good one. Gray and you really just want them all. Green, pineapple, and whatever. Green. Did I have green? This one is gray, even though it looks green. Carla, do you want a tea dyed like this, or do you want a tea dyed like this? Plain tea dyed? Okay. Hold the phone. I need a middle gray then. Okay. So that we get all three. So we need that's the bottom. We need a top. We need a top. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, yeah. All right. So these are yours, Carla. I've got a black, a gray, and a tea. Let's put that in Carla's folder. Okay. And Janice, green, pineapple, and whatever. Gray. Okay, so gray. Let's see. What's the pineapple in? Where did the pineapple go? That's Leslie. All right, let's get a good one. Pineapple. Let's do a middle pineapple. Gray, and what goes good with this? How about one of these nice red ones? Let's see if we need an end. How about like that? So we've got your top, your middle, and your. So. Is that okay with you? This is one of the burgundy reds. All right, so that goes with Janice's things. Janice. Slide that in there with your stuff. Okay, Leslie, did you sign up for a glue book? Because this is for the glue book, not the serial killer. I don't. Okay, next up is going to be paper after we square away what's going on with Leslie. So I did 2 offerings, the serial killer and the glue book. And the glue book is like my big glue book, the Halloween one you guys have seen. Yes, of course you can. Those are $60, so I want to make sure that's okay with you. No, it's not too late. I haven't built anything. We're just getting ready, but you have more choices to make. So if you want a glue book, I'm happy to do it. I love making them. They are so much fun. You guys have no idea. Okay. So let's do the paper next, and then Leslie, I'll have you do the guts and stuff. Okay. So I want to use obviously there's going to be some tea dyed paper in there, and I'm going to because you have to have 7 pages. So we're going to pick out, and whatever isn't used in the book as pages will come to you as part of your goodie pack. So you're getting the blank book and a goodie pack of extras used to build the book, and that's what the $60 is for. So this is the apple green. So this is apple green. Then we've got more. This is a slightly different shade of the apple green. So I have lots of apple green going on. So you can choose one of each if you want. I just want to make sure you're okay with the colors because this is what I have in the heavyweight paper. This is fuchsia, which is the grungy fuchsia here. That's not for... You can choose teal if you want. And then we've got a little bit of black. And I've misplaced my tea-dyed pile. The tea-dyed pile is 20-pound paper, but some of that's going in everybody's. So, so you've got... Just let me know if you don't want a particular color in your journal. So I've got the apple green. This is a more... this has more yellow in it than this has more green in it. Fuchsia. And then I have other paper floating around in various weights that I'll use to fill. But anything you see here that you definitely want in your book, Carla, I think you probably want some black. No pink. Anything else, Leslie? Okay. So I'm going to take a black piece for you. A couple of black pieces. We'll do 3. And then in the pack, the extra pack is going to be some cardstock stuff. In case you want to make flip outs and stuff like that. And some small pieces and stuff like that. Okay. So let's do a couple of those. And then we'll do tea dyed. I just want to get a little color in everything. Okay, so this is for Leslie. Okay, that goes with this over here. We'll choose this as the outside for right now. Okay. Now, an important question I have is anybody wanting or not wanting? For example, I would be inclined to put this in as a page because it is a little damaged, but not everybody will want that. If you don't want any damaged paper, like that level of damage, let me know because I will save those for my projects. Okay, damaged paper is fine. Okay, Carla, you would take grungy. Okay, Carla's okay with oopsies and uh-ohs. Now these are probably going to be ready to be billed by the end of next week, probably in the middle of the week. Because this is the one I'm working on 2 main things this weekend outside of just getting paper in and out of the dye vats. And that is building these blue books. So 1, 2, 3, that's for Carla. Perfect. Getting the I am so close to being current with Patreon. And then I have some new things I want to do with the Patreon and maybe with Ko-Fi. Rebecca, you don't want. Okay, perfect. Good to know. Okay. How do you guys feel about teal as a Halloween color? I'm definitely using teal in the Christmas glue book, so no heartbreaks if you. You're fine with teal for Halloween? It looks like. Well, this is green. This is the apple green. This one over here is teal, which it's a little lighter than it's appearing on camera. But it's a nice teal color. And you're going to be gluing stuff over it, so it's probably not all that. Important what color it is, but you know, I don't want to include a color that you hate in there because you'll shy away from that page. I've done it myself. Sometimes just knowing it's there is enough. Get some nice grungy fuchsia there. This has got some of my fingerprints on it. Oops. Okay, so those two. Okay. I think everybody's got a little bit of black in theirs. I'm gonna need 2 pieces. I think I have some gray put away, but I'm not sure. So there may be some gray too. So let me ask you this, just as a stylistic choice, because I don't have big paper in every color that I'd like to include. And I definitely don't have great big graph paper, but I want to include some graph paper. How do you guys feel about up like this? There's 3 regular size sheets that can serve kind of as a grouping almost, depending on how you layer the images. Would you guys be open to something like that in your book? Because that way I can add in some graph paper and some other things as pages in your book that I don't have big sheets for. Okay, perfect. Looks like everybody was a yes on that. Okay, so that's going up there. Leslie says yes for the teal. And it does have some, like, look at the patterning on that. Could be construed as a little bit creepy. And some of the occlusions, you know, give it, if you think about it in the right context, maybe the paper's haunted. Okay. So Yeah, we'll send on it. Maybe you want to cut down some regular sheets and make tip-ins on lighter weight paper, and maybe you want to make some, it gives you options besides cardstock and 24-pound paper. So we'll have several weights of paper. There'll be, like I said, there may be some 9x14 in your pack. I probably won't make it into the book because I have to get through, currently I have in, the reprisal of the eggplant. Just remember, it's a redo. The original eggplant was a single bottle dye that was supposed to be burgundy, and it didn't turn out that way. There was something wrong with the dye. So I've got that in. We're trying to recreate that. It's in right now. I am putting in falling leaves. So that's probably not going to go in your book, but it'll probably come as some cardstock and some paper for you to work with after. After that is the warm cocoa and the graveyard dirt. That's going to be a combo pack of light and dark browns. Those are all August colors. So you should get them as part of your pack, even if they're not as pages in the book. And then I can do a coffee or tea dye after that. But that's going to take me probably through next week. I'm doing small batches for the Patreon stuff, for the packs, just to get them done. And then we'll be doing a broader spectrum moving forward. But I've got to get fully caught up, and I need to be caught up this month. Since we're not going on the trip, there's no reason to continue to be behind. And that's, kind of where I'm at with that. Okay. So if that makes sense to you guys, but I want to give you a fair amount to work with, because in my stash, I think I have like 3 sheets of the brown. So I need brown. I want brown for my pack. It's going to have sparkle in it, so it'll add a little zhuzh to your. That's good. Okay, so I think we're done with that. But I don't want a damaged piece right on top right now. I think I got black in everybody's. The rest of that's mine. Nobody else is getting another stick of that. And nobody wanted pink except Carla, so I'm done with that. Now let's make sure. I think I need one more of each of these up there. You guys are helping my creepy little heart out so much more than you know. Cannot even begin to tell you guys. That's got a damaged corner. Okay, Rebecca, I'm about to get to fabric for you, because you've got to choose your cover fabric. Okay, there. The rest of that's for me. All right, I think we're done with the big paper, except for tea dye, which I'll need to add to everybody's. All right. I feel a little psycho right now, but I feel good about being psycho. All right, let me grab some fabric for Miss Leslie. And I gotta back this thing up. I'll be right back. I'm not leaving the room. I'm just going across the room. And then up on a stool. Wish me luck. Okay. That's an option. Woohoo! That's not fabric. This is fabric. Okay, not Christmas. I need that for the extra. That's Christmas. Okay. Okay. All right, Leslie, are you ready? I didn't fall. So we have this. It takes roughly a fat quarter to cover the journal, and you'll have a little bit of extra scraps. Now, I did just get this, and it's a full yard. And then I have this other slightly different sugar skull. So you can see together, it's not the same sugar skull. This one has got gray in it, and this one's got more black. So there's that. If you're, I've got, hold the phone. I've got creep hat faces, like pumpkins. I have got spider webs. I have got an all over pattern. Let's see, maybe we need to start a second row. I have got an all over pattern witches pumpkins on a tea dyed cloth. And then if you're not particularly keen, I do also have some, hold on. There's something missing here. Something is missing. All right. So there is, I can't fold this in any smaller. There is the I'm Corny candy corns and the tea dyed kind of pumpkins farm kind of thing going on. If you like your cover to be less this type of fabric, I do have an orangey brown in a lighter and a darker color. And then I have this fall butterflies thing. You want the pumpkin witches and etc. All right. Can do. I think I have 2 yards of that, so I've got plenty. And then you guys will get some other fabric samples with your journal, obviously. Some of these others. And I have some other scraps that are floating around. You saw them earlier. So that's a start. And I'll get papers to match what was already in. All right. So I think that concludes us. I'm getting a little bit shaky. I think I might need to eat. Let's see how we're sitting at time-wise. Oh, ooh, my neck popped. That was nice. That's a nice, I love that pumpkins and witches. It's so much fun, isn't it? Computer's taking a hot minute to flop over. Oh, 3 hours, you guys. All right. So I will be working on building those this weekend. So by Tuesday next week, you should be able to see, maybe not signatures sewn in, but you should see the covers done and probably a rough order for your signatures. And then some of your other goodies. We'll be able to show that off during the Tuesday live. Tomorrow at 12. Yes, have a great weekend, everybody. Tomorrow at 12 is our crafty date. If you are interested, I'll be sending out notifications to people's email and Facebook messengers. So keep an eye out for that. It's going to be in a Facebook room. You can have a camera off, camera on. You can be just a voice. It's fine. I will in just a second. I will be live on Sunday between 2 and 4. We're going to do a creepy collage. I feel like I need to do a creepy collage. I've done a lot of summer collaging. I need a little creepy. Monday, I am off. Tuesday will be hopefully we'll look at some of the books as they're starting to come together. So however you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. If you have any questions about the serial killer series, you need a Halloween glue book. I can do smaller sizes. It will just be after this batch. All right, Janice, I know a couple of people have things they got to do, but we'll be doing them other Saturdays and maybe other days. Who knows? Good night, Christine. However you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. Thank you for bringing so much joy and happiness into my life, and I hope I bring a little back into yours. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere where I will probably be lurking, I wish you the happiest of crafting. Bye, 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 bye. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to you guys. Message me if you have any questions about any of the stuff we talked about tonight. And that is the end. Lovely ladies, have a wonderful weekend. The end.